everyone and welcome to another video. It's your girl Scarlet, your favorite dragon brood mother. And today I'll be playing Sylus's Primordial Chaos from the banner Throne of Arrows. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so I did get the hair bug loaded and oh, okay, it looks like it's working. Although what a spoiler I am seeing. Now, the synopsis for the card is, let's walk towards it, the future you've been dreaming of, our future. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot to mention, I will be reading this card in English.
Galactic light shines bright. All stars gleam in harmony.
As you can see.
As witnesses, they shall celebrate the official engagement between the Empress of the Cosmic Empire and Sylus,
Already?
the sovereign of the 𝘾𝙝𝙬𝙪 galaxy.
Oh, already? Okay. Alright, so in the event, I know that he is her fiancé, but I didn't know that's where we're gonna start off already. As I fasten the last button on my gown, ceremonial space fighters complete their first lap outside the palace. I look down. A crimson ring lies quietly in its jewelry box. It's an essential element for this political marriage alliance. Political. Put it on happily. Oh wow! And we get treated to a sight immediately. The lightweight gown was deliberately chosen. I lift my...
Did you choose a color that matches me?
You should feel honored. As if acknowledging my words, Sylus bows and extends his hand. It's a gesture of invitation. Okay, wait, let me just see what I missed out on. I lift my skirt and hurry towards Sylus. Standing before the doors of the main hall, he waits with his arms crossed. Okay, wait, are we getting married already? What? Wait, what?
It's time to receive our blessings.
You don't gotta tell me twice. Remember, this is just a deal between us. Don't cross the line. She says. After my palm slides onto his, he tightly grips it. An irresistible force pulls me toward him, and I stumble before he uses his other hand to support my back.
This distance is expected of two people in a stable, harmonious relationship. Your Majesty.
As in, like, no distance? Zero distance?
If you want people to notice something's not right, well, you're free to push my hand away.
No, thank you. He moves his hand slowly, provocatively. Before it finally settles on my waist, Sylus pulls me into his embrace. Oh no, it seems I have fallen into your embrace. Reflected in the mirror, we're so close that we're seemingly one entity.
You're already regretting it. This marriage of convenience is just a deal between us. Until we walk through that door, you still have a chance to back out.
Absolutely
Do you still want to do it?
Back out or the marriage? What, already? Well, obviously, what I choose is not for others to judge. Meaning, I will marry you in a heartbeat. Listen to what I have to say. I am the Empress of or don't listen, I don't know, jeez. I am the Empress of a galactic empire. What I choose to do is not for others to interfere with. Okay, sure. Sure. To counter Sylus's As for you... What?
I would never possess a hint of remorse when the benefits of our marriage alliance are involved.
I'm telling you, I pressed nothing. It just flew by. Apparently, they want me to talk like a robot. To counter Sylus's provocation, I firmly peel his fingers open and interlace my fingers with his. As for you, it's too late to back out if you're going to have any regrets. Okay. Okay. A tickling sensation runs between my fingers as Sylus adjusts the ring I'm wearing. He ensures the crimson gemstone embedded on it is facing upward. It's the symbol of the power behind him and what I demanded from him. What did she demand? And on his ring finger, the ring representing me, the Empress of the Cosmic Empire, shines just as brilliantly as at this moment. This is also what he demanded from me. I'm intrigued. What is this deal you have made exactly? Okay, the music. The palace gates open before us. Arm in arm, Sylus and I enter the aerial garden beneath the boundless universe. Oh, so we just went to get a blessing. We're not exactly getting married. Okay. Conversation abruptly ceases. The nobles and ministers in their luxurious attire set down their glasses and bow to us with the utmost reverence. The luncheon officially begins. As I gesture for everyone to forego the formalities, Sylus moves even closer. His words, mixed with amusement, wash over my ear.
Your Majesty, I'm no longer an outsider. I am your fiancé.
That's his way of saying, please cling to him. I lean against his shoulder. I knew it! I knew it! I can read my husband anywhere. I lean against his shoulder and direct his attention to the unmanned camera flying toward us. In the cosmic year 649, Sylus, 𝙬𝙗𝙪𝙗 sovereign, and I hold a grand ceremony to announce our engagement to the universe. Oh, so it's an engagement ceremony. But only we know that our union is nothing more than a deception, a deal, a mutual exploitation. It all started 14 days ago. 14 days? Okay. On the third day of my coronation ceremony. Oh, so she's already Empress, right? Interesting. The story is different. And we're back to 14 days ago. The third day of my coronation ceremony is known as Day of Fealty. On this day, the nobles of the Empire, the overlords governing planets, and even the sovereigns of galaxies who are vassals of the Empire, must present the most precious gifts to the new monarch to prove their loyalty. Only on this day does the Empress's mothership allow those who pledge their loyalty to board. It permits people to be within 10 inches of the Empress. Oh wow. So that they can present rare treasures she might already possess, and recite words of praise she has long grown tired of hearing. There is no other reason. Rulers throughout the ages know that the purpose of Day of Fealty has never been about those gifts. Is it like a networking day? The lady on the far right, the previous emperor relegated her to managing the royal library, but her abilities exceed that role. I still need a personal secretary. She's the best candidate. Sitting on the throne, I gaze at the countless private spacecraft before me. They're as numerous as the stars. The one in the center, I remember him being the previous emperor's closest friend. He's the wealthiest overlord in the empire. Who knows how much of the empire's tax revenue has gone into his pockets. Also, before the previous emperor was beheaded, okay. I received intel about his preparations to defect to a hostile galaxy, the Glory Federation. How should I deal with him? The Empire has prospered for hundreds of years, but to me, it's a massive ship with rotting, obsolete parts. One can find many parasites like him throughout the Empire. For the sake of my sovereignty? Oh god. For the sake of my empressness, these people cannot stay here. But I know that in everyone's eyes, I'm still young and inexperienced. Rash actions will only backfire on me. Okay, yeah. We've established that in the previous cards as well. I must think of a strategy before making my move. Regardless of the reason, my position must never be undermined. The whispers interrupt my thoughts. Among the stars, a streak of unmistakable crimson appears, and here he comes. Red. It's from the 𝙬𝙬? I rise from the throne. Following my movements, the Imperial soldiers guarding the deck quickly close in around me. Overhead, the red spacecraft grazes past the numerous loyalists' vessels, and forces them to move out of the way. All units on standby, only move when I issue the command. For hundreds of years, only two entities have been powerful enough to compete for the position and power to rule the cosmos: the Cosmic Empire and the Glory Federation. Of course. But in the past century, an emerging power, 𝙬𝙬, has made its mark in the universe. Okay. The 𝙬𝙬 galaxy is located at the edge of the cosmos. It's covered in abnormal magnetic fields and surrounded by massive amounts of planetary debris. The Empire has staged multiple attacks to conquer it in the past, but it has always returned defeated. The reasons, aside from its easily defended terrain, include a unique resource controlled exclusively by 𝙬𝙬's inhabitants. Another power source I cannot pronounce. Erythrostone. It's a mineral with a reddish hue. When embedded in a cold weapon, it makes them invincible. For firearms, Erythrostone Erythrostone multiplies their strength and makes them nearly unstoppable. Even the Cosmic Empire with its strong military has to be cautious when dealing with them. As 𝙬𝙬's sovereign, Sylus intervened in wars between galaxies and profited from all involved parties by acting as a weapons supplier. Of course he is! This has allowed 𝙬𝙬 to grow rapidly. In just 100 years, 𝙬𝙬 ranks third after the Empire and the Glory Federation. It's another force that strikes fear across galaxies. It's interesting how they still have the Glory Federation here playing. 𝙬𝙬 will never pledge loyalty to me. To show up uninvited, what does Sylus want? My mind races as I consider countermeasures. Meanwhile, the red vessel is already docking. The Empire's blades and guns are in position. They're aimed at the vessel's hatch and the person who's about to emerge. Ooh, I like the image.
This is quite the welcome.
One step, two. Composed, he walks away from the vessel and acts as if the weapons aimed at him don't exist. Oh, wow, that is hot! Just like that, he's standing before me. He always gives that, main character energy. More like anti-hero kind of aura rather than like the righteous hero. And it's a sexy aura.
I'm here to see you, Your Majesty.
Oh, me? He doesn't bow to me. Instead, he opens an exquisite jewelry box to display an erythrostone ring. Tell me why you're here.
For our proposed marriage, of course.
Hi. Okay. Yes, poker face, MC. Poker face. You struck gold, but you must not reveal it. His words send shockwaves of disbelief that ripple into the crowd. I narrow my eyes and study him. What Sylus said is true. The engagement between us has existed. For as long as I can remember. Oh, okay. Was that in the event? I can't remember. Even though I know it's a means to keep 𝙬𝙬 in check, I found myself paying attention to Sylus as a person over the years. I see. I knew we'd meet someday, but I didn't expect him to barge in like this and bring up our marriage alliance. Rumors claimed Sylus was hideous, monstrous, and terrifying to look at. Those are the words of the haters. I used to think that if I really had to go through the marriage, I'd just kill him. MC says, if you're ugly, you're dead. Gosh, MC. I see not every rumor is true, thank God. Sylus is more intriguing than I imagined. It seems like she thinks that because he's good looking. And you know what, MC? Based. The unexpected visitor has brought day of fealty to a complete halt. I scan the crowd of bewildered faces. Everyone is waiting for me to make my position known. Accompany me to a more private place. We need to have a proper discussion about this marriage. I emphasize the word private. Sylus raises an eyebrow and flashes an amused smile.
Lead the way.
With just one expression and a sentence, I'm certain he's not here for our marriage. MC stronger than me, yo. If it were me, I'll be like, yes, yes, please. By all means. When? Tomorrow? Now, maybe? I can do now. She has the will, an iron will. That's what she has. My footsteps echo against the marble floor of the palace corridor. Sylus follows behind me. Sometimes he's close, and other times he's distant. It's as if he's playing a game that's designed to test my patience. At the end of the corridor is the study used for receiving envoys from other galaxies. I open the door and lead Sylus inside. Is this not her room? Let's cut to the chase. Our engagement has existed since childhood. Okay. If you actually wanted me to honor it, you wouldn't have visited me now.
I thought an empress would have more sophisticated negotiation skills. But I don't mind. I like people who are direct.
He likes
I'm
us.
visiting you because I'd like to maximize the benefits of this deal.
He strolls over to the holographic cosmic map that's being projected in the center of the study. He moves his fingers to push the Empire toward me.
Is the Empire's throne still comfortable? I'm afraid the former Emperor left you a rather large mess to deal with.
Oh.
For example, there are certain people who oppose you. They're powerful, yet impossible to remove.
Oh, if Sylus says that, then they must be. Countless minister's face flashed through my mind. I masked the disgust and suspicion in my heart with a polite smile.
What if I told you that 𝘾𝙗𝙖 is willing to help you deal with these obstacles?
I'm listening. With a flick of his finger, Sylus sensed the projected 𝘾𝙗𝙖 galaxy toward me. Its after images trail behind it as it settles next to the cosmic empire.
Marriage is the simplest, least suspicious way to unite two powers. Assuming we use it as our pretext, 𝘾𝙗𝙖 shall become your deadliest weapon. One unbound by imperial constraints.
Okay.
For matters involving eliminating people, you don't need to consider the voices that restrain you. Or worry about whether acting too hastily will lead to a rebellion.
But why? Because wouldn't that mean it's the Empress's decision? I don't know. So if MC marries, does that mean she still holds title of Empress? And whoever marries her are more like consorts? Is it? So they don't exactly have the reigning power. Or they don't get the title Emperor. It's different, right? So MC is still the leading ruler. So then if anyone gets eliminated, she could always just say that is Sylus's own action. But I don't know. Wouldn't that affect her? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm thinking too much. At some point, Sylus moved closer to whisper dangerous, tempting words in my ear. Oh, please tell me more. Is a fiend trying to tempt me? The plays in taverns always involve a study where a human makes a deal with a fiend, and the price is one's soul. However, I suspect my soul is less attractive compared to the benefits you can gain from me. Sylus smiles and places the jewelry box containing the ring in my hand.
𝘾𝙗𝙖's former sovereign stepped down years ago. Yet he still covets the power that comes with this position.
Oh, okay.
He made all sorts of friends and continues to be pesky. One of them has unknown origins and serves as his biggest supporter.
Oh, maybe that supporter is in her court. Ah. Then wouldn't that mean MC's original fiancé is probably not Sylus? And did he fight for that position? That'd be really romantic. But for what reason, I don't know.
I want you to use your status as Empress to find out who that person is.
So I'm not the only one making a deal with fiends today. While weighing the pros and cons, my attention is drawn to the flickering red light in the jewelry box again. Finding out someone's identity isn't difficult. More importantly, I might be able to gain access to some erythrostones. I wish they named the stone, like they verbally said it, so I know how to pronounce it. With them in my possession, no galaxy can rival the Cosmic Empire. Alright, deal. Our negotiations come to an end. Sylus' smile widens as he takes my hand and gently kisses the back of it.
Good. I expected as much.
I'm sure
You and
did.
I are kindred spirits. Nothing is more pleasant than reaching an understanding with someone with the same mindset.
Interesting. I smile, which serves as an agreement with his words. I have a feeling that the cosmic landscape is going to become more interesting from now on. It's interesting how MC seems to trust him so easily, despite not having connections. But maybe trust is a strong word. It could also be because she already has her position solidified. Could be. So the story is going a little differently, which is nice, actually. The ceremonial space fighters, their contrails in the Empire's colors, have completed their 13 passes. There's just one last step.
You may kiss your fiancé, Your Majesty.
Okay. Oh gosh, in front of a crowd. I have performance anxiety. Amid the cheers of the crowd, I smile and step towards Sylus. I wrap my arms around his neck. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Sylus leans in, his breath drawing near. The tip of his nose almost touches mine.
Have someone search for the wealthy overlord's body in the war zone near the Empire's outskirts tomorrow.
Excuse me? What?
You can publicly declare this as an accidental death from straying too far into a battlefield, or reveal a crime to justify his execution. It's up to you.
Oh, is it the one that was gaining like all the Empire's funds? Tax evasion, that guy? Sylus? That is so sexy of you. Wonderful. This deal in the name of a marriage alliance is proving to be as valuable as I expected, but will Sylus be someone I can safely deal with? He said we're kindred spirits, so I suspect this safety won't last very long. The most effective way to deal with him is to use him. Then once I kill him... Okay, never mind, I take back what I said just now. I can seize the opportunity to annex 𝘾𝙗𝙬 and make it mine. The previous rulers of the Cosmic Empire have failed to achieve this, and this achievement is enough to ensure no one will dare to challenge me again.
I've shown my sincerity. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Come to 𝘾𝙗𝙬 with me tomorrow. This marriage alliance needs a more convincing performance.
Oh, okay. Of course. Oh, right. Yes, my favorite prompt. After finishing my last words with a smile, I kiss Sylus. The wine from the banquet is sharp and potent. The spine-tingling flavor seeps into my mouth as Sylus kisses me back. However, even though I've made a deal with a fiend, I can only feel how wonderful it is at this moment. Really? That was quick! Perhaps it's because of the power that's easily within reach. Or maybe it's because Sylus's kisses are truly intoxicating. Let's go with the latter. Unlike the Empire's method of selecting monarchs, 𝘾𝙗𝙬 values raw strength. Defeat the current sovereign and you can take their place. Oh. For the past several centuries, 𝘾𝙗𝙬's previous ruler, 𝙑𝙬𝙬𝙪𝙗𝙪 was invincible until Sylus defeated him. If he's that powerful, did he approach me just because 𝙑𝙬𝙬 is colluding with other galaxies? One must always be on guard. I've entertained thoughts of killing Sylus, and it's likely he's been doing the same.
Your Majesty? Your Majesty.
Okay. Yes? The secretary's voice over the comms brings me back to my senses. She has already finished reporting the matters discussed in today's court. Do as you suggested, and keep a close watch on the situation in the palace for me while I'm away. Especially the former emperor's younger brother, 𝙬𝙪. He's been scheming lately. Oh, these names, jeez.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall keep a close eye on Lord 𝙬𝙪.
Okay, I said it right. Perfect. After the call ends, I lean against the spaceship's porthole. Using its reflection, I observe Sylus, who's at the dining table, before I start thinking again.
I suggest you find a place to sit down.
What? He unhurriedly stabs his fork into the last piece of salmon. It's an Earth dish recreated by the spaceship's chef. There's mentions of Earth?
I warned you.
Now entering the 𝘾𝙗𝙪 galaxy. Autopilot has been disengaged. Switching to manual control mode.
Wait, but who's... Okay. As soon as those words leave the speaker, the spaceship suddenly lurches violently. All visible equipment malfunctions because of magnetic field interference. Lights flicker erratically. Okay. A second wave of turbulence hits. As the world spins, I reach out towards Sylus in the split second before I expected him to let me fall, but he catches me. His arm is firmly around my waist.
You have good reflexes.
Sylus's face looms close. I can almost make out the fine hairs on his face and the shadows cast by his eyelashes under the light. The physical attraction these two have is just too much. But you know what? It's very much their dynamic. The keywords you would put together with Sylus is desire, lust, greed. I feel like for them to be very physical people, it makes sense. Why are you being kind all of a sudden?
If I hadn't helped you, the Empire would probably be preparing their next monarch's coronation ceremony right now.
Right.
Besides, it's normal for spouses to lend each other a helping hand.
We haven't officially gotten... Before I can continue, Sylus grabs a helmet and places it on my head without saying another word.
We're here. Say whatever you want to say after you put on the helmet.
With a snap, he flips open the helmet... Oh, sorry. He flips down the helmet's visor. And my Okay. And my vision clear... what? Sylus has also put on a helmet. The hatch opens and he smiles as he turns to look at me. Is there a reason why they need a helmet in 𝘾𝙗𝙪? A moment passes before my vision clears. Right. I read this already.
Welcome to 𝘾𝙗𝙪, Your Majesty.
Wait, that means I did not read the right one. Sorry. And my vision is immediately tinted with a dark gray filter as environmental data appears. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. My first impression of 𝘾𝙗𝙪 is that it's hot. Scorching heat that seems ready to burn everything blazes across the planet's surface. I belatedly realize the source of it. I look up and a distorted planet explodes over a... What? Okay? It just explodes like that. Okay. Countless fragments come crashing down like snowflakes with a thunderous roar. The ground shakes. I can't hear anything until my ears finally stop ringing. I open my eyes. Oh.
Do you feel better?
What happened? I look past Sylus, who seems unfazed. Among the nearby planetary debris are several crimsons. Oh, that's how they get it. So those pieces are dead planets? Oh! Those are erythrostones?
They also make up the planet's core.
Heat wave-like mist drifts out from the erythrostones. Wherever it passes, vegetation withers instantly, their roots showing signs of corrosion.
Planets collide above 𝘾𝙗𝙪, and their destruction spews out cores containing immense energy. Coexisting with them is the price you pay for survival.
Oh, wow. That's pretty intense. I tighten my helmet and watch as several heavily bundled 𝘾𝙗𝙪 inhabitants emerge from an unknown place. They pick up their erythrostones. I see their faces through my visor. They bear wounds from corrosion, and none of them has really healed. What?
Your Majesty, Do you still think the Empire can handle resources such as erythro stones?
Oh, so it's highly corrosive. Oh, that is scary. The Empire has the Sky Curtain. It can block out disasters like this and selectively show the people...
A beautiful, peaceful, serene side of the cosmos. And it lets them appreciate life's beauty while looking at virtual scenery.
Oh, like a fake veil. Sylus smiles, and a hint of mockery flashes through his eyes. Ah. He doesn't like fake things, okay? I've seen that expression before. It was when he looked at the beautiful scenery projected by the Sky Curtain from the palace balcony.
It numbs people's perception of chaos. No one would do such a thing here.
Okay.
Chaos is the universe's endpoint, its destination. And the first rule of survival here is to be in charge of chaos. Aren't you the same way?
Me?
Didn't you wager everything with this marriage so you could be in charge of the Empire's chaos?
Numerous thoughts flood my mind, and faces harboring ulterior motives flash before my eyes. Interesting. They're the source of chaos, yet they're also literally the stepping stones that will secure my reign. Yes, you and I are definitely kindred spirits. I see where he got that now. That's actually an interesting way to look at it. Sylus's attendant has been waiting for quite some time. The royal guard remains on standby. I only brought 2 people as personal escorts. We follow Sylus and his attendant toward the floating platform that leads to 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙧. The floating platform descends into an abyssal darkness. It travels an unknown distance. Then a glimmer of light appears. The capital is underground.
When the erythro stone showers pass, it
Thank
will
you.
rise to the surface and operate like a normal city-state.
The underground capital is seemingly encased in an endless night. The lights never go out, and people's shadows are accompanied by bustling sounds. The center of the city is our destination. That's where Sylus's residence is. At the highest point of the residence, a dragon-shaped erythrostone is embedded. It's what Sylus chose as his emblem. Like a sun or a heart, it's impossible to ignore. It compels people to look up.
My lord, the welcoming banquet for the Empress has been arranged. Lord 𝙑𝙑𝙪 and his relatives have also arrived.
Oh, he's still around. Thinking about how I'm about to meet the former sovereign who competed with Sylus for power, according to rumors, I place my hand in Sylus's. Oh, she's showing like, you have me, so flaunt me kind of thing. Why are you laughing? You're not pretending anymore?
I'm pretending.
Sure he is. Yeah, right. He grips my hand and the calluses left by weapons brush against my palm. Yes, Sylus and I fell in love at first sight.
I'm not smitten with her appearance. I adore her for her way of thinking.
Oh, okay. I'm not smitten with his appearance either. I like his... I pause, unable to come up with the right words. Seeing this, Sylus leans in, and amused expression is on his face.
What do you like about me?
Oh, shit.
I'm very curious.
Stop! Stop it! Down, boy, down! Behave! This banquet being held on the pretense of welcoming me is actually a confrontation between 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙧's old and new leaders. Sylus and I sit in the seats of honor. We face a group of 𝙑𝙑𝙪𝙗's relatives, potential enemies. We were discussing something that interests everyone in casual conversation. Love. Prying eyes scrutinize my relationship with Sylus. I mean, if I say his physique, it's gonna be like his looks, isn't it? His appearance. I'm gonna say his wit, okay? But I really want to say his physique. I really do. I just want to see how he reacts to that. Okay. I like his wit. He's no ordinary man if he can make the entire cosmos know the name of 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 in such a short time. He's the only one who's worthy of being my husband in our future together. There's a slight movement beside me as Sylus raises his glass.
This drink is to my wife.
Already? The words, "its future wife," are on the tip of my tongue. I want to subtly correct him, but when I turn, I meet his amused gaze. Never mind. He's having too much fun with this, isn't he? Okay. As the banquet draws to a close...
Your Majesty, 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪'𝙙 shower will be over soon. When it does, the city shall rise to the surface.
Oh, okay. So they only go underground when they are... Oh, sorry. When they are farming the stones.
Our sovereign will be busy with his affairs, but I can show you what 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 has to offer.
Okay, sorry. I have the buttons all mixed up on my keyboard. Wait. As the banquet draws to a close, the elderly man sitting beside Sylus slowly stands up. He raises his glass to me before tilting his head back to drink. Okay. They're sitting so close to each other, even though he's a former ruler, okay? A kind gaze with a glaring sharpness beneath the surface. Gentle words laced with implications. I'm too familiar with this. He's trying to win me over. Nearby, Sylus, who has remained composed throughout the banquet, finally leans forward. Oh, he's pissed. He does not look happy. Wearing an enigmatic smile, he refills 𝙑𝙬𝙬's empty glass.
Maybe I wouldn't be so busy if you had retired earlier.
Oh. At some point, the banquet had grown quiet. Only Sylus's and 𝙑𝙬𝙬's voices echo through the vast mansion. Everyone's grabbing popcorn and going like, ooh. You know that cat meme? Ooh. As the wine glass is presented to 𝙑𝙬𝙬, the corners of his mouth slightly tremble despite his smile. His gaze is still fixed on me. I know everyone is watching me. They're focused on my choice, Sylus included. But his gaze reveals no particular position. There's only pure curiosity. I think Sylus would be a competent guide for showing me 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪's sights and sounds.
Of course.
Have faith in me, hubby. Have faith in me. A faint rumbling echoes in the distance. Another planet has most likely broken up and crashed to the ground. 𝙑𝙬𝙬 smiles and drains his glass. The stagnant air finally moves again, but the atmosphere has already turned unusually cold.
A harmonious marriage is also something worth celebrating. However, 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 is dangerous. Even if you're only here temporarily, I hope you'll choose your position wisely.
That's okay. I'm very, very happy with my choice. Thank you. The open conflicts and underhanded scheming in 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 are far from over. In just a few short days, I received numerous invitations under various pretexts. I have my attendants go to these events in my place. Behind the scenes, I ask them to record 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪's terrain, the locations of important buildings, and the cycle of erythrostone showers. I also secretly bribed some locals to monitor Sylus's movements for me. Is that wise, MC? I haven't forgotten why I'm here. Even though Sylus and I are ostensible allies, he remains my greatest obstacle if I want to conquer 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪. I thought these few days in 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 would pass by peacefully. Unexpectedly, 𝙑𝙬𝙬 turned out to be more audacious and reckless than I had anticipated. On the night of the erythrostone showers ended, the city rose to the surface. I jokingly asked Sylus to fulfill his duties as a guide and actually had him take me sightseeing. An assassination plot that had been silently brewing in the darkness soon catches up to us. Of course there would be.
Be careful.
Oh? These two can never get a break, no matter what universe. Once I hear the commotion, jet black arrows fly from the trees behind us. They whistle as they cut through the air. Sylus reacts more quickly. Before the arrow can take us both down, he pulls me into his arms and dodges to the side.
Unfortunate. We won't be able to enjoy the night. Can you fight?
I'm often a target for assassinations, so I can deal with a few murderers. How many are present?
In their previous attempts, they never sent more than 30 people. But since the Empress has graced us with her presence, there will probably be around 50.
MC?
Let's make this quick.
MC? The personal guards get into position with well-trained precision. Their captain throws a rifle to me. Sylus! Sylus ducks his head. Oh, okay. Oh, I shot them. Perfect! The attacking assassinations surge like waves one after another. They quickly drown out the sound of their comrade's death in their mechanical assault. Their erythrostone weapons flicker with an ominous glow. Each swing carries a deadly killing intent. Since they're attacking me and Sylus, I'm almost certain that these are 𝙤𝙬𝙬's people. But if I die here, the situation will be more advantageous for Sylus. Why would he save me? Oh no, don't hurt him. There's no time to overthink. I pull the trigger again and hit the under the star... Sorry, 1 second. I'm getting too nervous now. Attempting to ambush Sylus from behind. Under the starlit night, the assassin's blood flows through 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪𝙗𝙪's dry riverbeds. My shoes and Sylus's face are stained. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know how much time has passed, but the long battle is finally over. The victors have been decided. Bodies lie scattered before me, breathing heavily. I lean against a tree. In the darkness, Sylus pulls a blade from the ground and slowly walks toward me. My temple throbs. I conceal myself further and grip my dagger in self-defense.
All the assassins are dead. Why are you hiding?
Playing hide and seek. His voice appears right next to my ear. I tense up. Only after a moment passes do I manage to put on a composed expression. Oh, was she like scared? And you, holding an assassin's weapon, what are you planning to do? Oh, she was tense, I see. He turns to reveal a blade fragment that's sticking out his... Oh! What? Sticking out of his back? Blood continues to seep from the wound. He got stabbed? Oh no!
I want you to help me get it out.
Okay, turn around. I instruct the attendant to fetch medicine from the starship. Then I help Sylus lean against the tree and sit down beside him. The hem of my dress, torn during the battle, is in the way. I rip it off and use it to wipe the bloodstains from my hands, and Sylus is... This is like such a callback to all those cliche scenes, or should I say classic maybe, from where like the noble or the princess rips off a piece of her dress to wipe the blood off the knight or bandage their wounds, that kind of thing. It's really cute. It's very cute.
This blade might have erythrostones, but this is the standard design commonly used by the Empire's craftsmen.
Oh.
Do you have any leads on 𝙤𝙬𝙬's associates?
So yes, I was right. His associates, his backers, definitely from the Empire. I freeze, recalling my original deal with Sylus. I was supposed to investigate and uncover 𝙤𝙬𝙬's hidden allies. Was she not? At this moment, a name comes to mind. 𝙬𝙗. Okay, wait, that makes sense. I was about to say, how could she just like randomly pick this person? But then I realized, okay, yeah, maybe. He's the previous emperor's younger brother. He should have been the next monarch because of his bloodline, but the empire abolished the hereditary system long ago.
Oh. So he resents you for taking his position and wants you dead.
That was
and
very
quick
quick
so
thinking.
Happened to meet the former sovereign of 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪, who wants me dead. They're a perfect match.
Just like us. A pair of sitting ducks! It was mentioned in my secretary's recent messages that Xinlai has gone missing since I left. Before disappearing, he contacted multiple weapons dealers within the Empire. The fragments of information coalesced to reveal the conspiracy's true shape. As I recall my experiences up to this point, I belatedly realized something. You already knew 𝙑𝙧 was colluding with the Empire. Is that why you sought me out? You used me as bait, Sylus. Oh.
I used myself as bait, too.
Is he showing me his
Besides,
injured back?
No one is better than you in terms of determining which imperial citizen wants to take the throne. Working with you makes investigating easier.
I don't know, I feel like he's showing us his injured back just to make me feel bad after being used as bait. I put on a stern expression and silently tear open the bandages in my hand. I'm practically embracing Sylus from behind as I wrap his wounds. Ooh, what a scene. After thinking it over, I forcefully wrap the remaining bandages around Sylus's wrist, and I cannot see the rest.
You're being childish.
I knew it. Both of my faves are rage baiters. And I love it. I don't know why. It's pissing me off, yet it's also so hot. I glare at him before leaning back against the tree. My gaze sweeps over the cracked earth beneath my feet. Then I gaze at 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪𝙗𝙪 sky. The city-state that has risen to the surface is a speck on the horizon, without the pervasive red mist. Its bright light is as striking as stars. In the night sky, a crimson nebulae, slowly churn and flicker with a faint electrical light. They pulsate like a silent heartbeat. Do you often deal with assassination attempts?
Anytime, anywhere, daytime and nighttime. It's very annoying. But enjoying the scenery after? This is a first.
What's different? In the Empire, the scenery is pre-designed by engineers using the weather system. I've never seen anything that's like this natural, wild scenery before. It's precious. This is the same fate that 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 gave me. And... oh. I turn to look at Sylus. He pulls me against his shoulder as if he anticipated it. Huh?
𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 didn't have scenery like this in the past. This is a monster-like galaxy. It pulls in any planets that come close and devours them.
That's very similar. It's kind of reminding me of the ether core in his eye. That's interesting.
𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪's primary and secondary stars are also locked in the same struggle. They pull and tear each other apart.
Just like MC's ether core and Sylus's ether core.
This nebula is the remnant of their struggle.
And yet it's beautiful. Are you saying...
𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 will march towards its own destruction. Maybe in a few hundred years. Maybe tomorrow.
His chest gently rises and falls with each breath. Yet Sylus speaks of his homeland's destruction with an unsettling nonchalance. It's like how he offers no explanation for those intimate movements. Everything is treated as natural. I suddenly understand why he's trying so hard to control chaos. You'd rather be destroyed by your own terms than wait for an ending. There's a soft rustling beside me, and Sylus takes my hand. He guides it toward the nebula. Slowly, carefully, he guides my fingers to trace the scenery before us. It's as if he's sketching an invisible future.
It's like a dragon.
Sylus raises his chin toward the sky.
Its shape is like a dragon. Have you heard of them before?
Your emblem in 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 is a dragon. They're mythical creatures, yes? The Empire's library has several novels with stories about them. In those tales, dragons devour cities, burn wastelands, consume people's souls. Sylus suddenly laughs as if he thought of something.
Most people endure the status quo while secretly hoping for a new established order to arrive. But that is built on the destruction of the old world. So people create dragons to overturn the current world for them. All the dreams they don't dare to realize are realized by it.
He tightens his grip on my hand, and his gaze reminds me of a dragon's eyes you'd read about. I'm unable to look away.
I know you want to kill me. I want to kill you too, for the future and established order you desire. Using any means necessary is fair.
You want to conquer the cosmic empire after killing me and turn it into a livable 𝙬𝙖𝙬𝙬. The speculations I've harbored are voiced, yet I feel calmer than expected.
And you want to annex 𝙬𝙖𝙬 to make it the cornerstone of your reign. See, I told you we were a perfect match.
I also realized that my thoughts about why he saved me were unnecessary. Similar to how I want to kill him, he wants to kill me, so he won't let me die at the hands of others. I'm gonna have to let that stew a little bit. Okay. How long do we have until we're enemies?
It won't be long. When the time comes, I look forward to it overturning the cosmos itself.
Okay.
There are no dragons in this world. But we can become dragons.
The Crimson Night seems to have ended. It's just time for Sylus and me. We help each other stand. Under our feet, our shadows sway and stretch in the distant firelight. They overlap. Even so, I can still clearly distinguish his shadow and my own from their outlines. I feel like I'm getting the dynamic a little bit, but I feel like I need to let it stew a little bit. 10 days pass, my visit to 𝙬𝙖𝙬 has ended, so Sylus and I part ways at the warp point. I return to the Empire, but his spaceship doesn't head back to his homeland. I know that 𝙬𝙖𝙬 won't just watch from the sidelines and supply weapons in galactic wars now. Before the countdown to our enmity? I'm not sure what that word is though, I'm sorry. I think it's the countdown until they're enemies, right? I occasionally communicate with Sylus after court is adjourned. So they still keep in communication. Is the collection team I sent to 𝙬𝙖𝙬 useful? The Empire's research department has been developing a batch of anti-corrosion equipment. I thought it'd be perfect to send them to you for testing.
Using this equipment to collect Erythra stones is convenient. But this is enough. The team doesn't need to stay in 𝙬𝙖𝙬 anymore.
As he speaks, a notification appears in the interface's lower right corner. It's a request from the guards at the Imperial border regarding the repatriation of the collection team personnel. To retrieve them, maybe? Is that what it means? The Empire's technology is second to none in the cosmos. I only want to support my fiancé's homeland.
Only the two of us are in this comms channel. You can stop pretending. Ordinary collection teams wouldn't be as well trained as these people. I'm not unaware of your plans that involve Erythra stones. Do it more covertly next time. Maybe then you'll actually fool me.
Why do I feel like he's having fun with this? I glare at him and end the call. At least the informants I planted in 𝘾𝙗𝙬 haven't been discovered. Are you sure about that? During this time, I frequently receive gifts from Sylus, each a memento from a different planet he's visited. Dill's snow-white crystal sand, Faerl's thorn-covered flowers, Case's wind. I repeatedly check to confirm that these things are just gifts and nothing more.
If I were to give you intel, I wouldn't use these baubles as cover. Is receiving gifts from your fiancé an unbelievable thing for you, Your Majesty?
It's not like we're in an actual romantic relationship. Of course I'd be surprised. Over the comms, Sylus gestures as if to flick my forehead.
You should start getting used to it from now on. Before we become enemies, our marriage alliance should continue for both our sakes.
Okay. How do I say? They're kind of flirty with each other. So they're obviously... Oh, wait, damn it. They're obviously kind of fond because of their nature. I bet they see a bit of themselves in each other, and in such like hostile worlds, it feels nice to find someone similar to you, I guess. Kindred spirits, as he says. It's almost inevitable that a closeness would form. But then with the existing knowledge that they will be enemies in the end, it becomes sort of complicated, I guess. I will say there's a lot of like suddenness to the story, I will admit. What Sylus doesn't know is that his gifts are accompanied by countless reports about him during court. Ah, okay.
𝘾𝙗𝙬's former sovereign 𝙑𝙑𝙪 has been on the run for several days. Currently, Sylus is leading forces to annex every galaxy that sheltered and supported him. Your Majesty, 𝘾𝙗𝙬 continues to expand. Considering their access to the erythrostone weapons that Sylus possesses, the threat is immeasurable.
Your Majesty, there have been sightings of 𝙤𝙑𝙪 and 𝙑𝙑𝙪 on the same planet. They're recruiting mercenaries.
Of course.
We've tracked them down. They established a military base in the Lorn Galaxy. I'm afraid 𝙤𝙑𝙪 is preparing to attack the Empire.
Your Majesty, Sylus has become synonymous with destruction throughout the cosmos. You should annul your engagement with him. Otherwise, the galaxies that support the Empire will feel a sense of betrayal.
Your Majesty.
Enough. I close my eyes and rub my temples. 𝙤𝙑𝙪 and Sylus, both of them are ticking time bombs. If Sylus chooses to invade the Empire while 𝙤𝙑𝙪 stages his rebellion, instead of waiting, it's better to make the first move. I'll intercept 𝙤𝙑𝙪 in advance. 𝙑𝙑𝙪 can be used as a hostage to challenge 𝘾𝙗𝙬. Here are my orders. Gather the most elite soldiers from our military. We shall prepare a suppression campaign against 𝙤𝙑𝙪 and 𝙑𝙑𝙪. No one is to catch wind of this.
Understood. But 𝙤𝙑𝙪's military base has anti-radar systems that block all detection methods. I'm afraid...
Don't worry. I have another way. Is she going to? As Empress, really? It isn't until nightfall, when the garden's shadows slant into the Great Hall, that the strategic discussion about the campaign finally ends. Just as I'm about to leave, the strategist's voice rings out behind me again. It's like a persistent ghost pursuing me.
Your Majesty, please announce the annulment of your engagement with Sylus as soon as possible. Otherwise, the Empire's relationship with other galaxies will be difficult to maintain.
I know what I'm doing. Okay. She's very reluctant. Having spent a full day at court, my mind is coated with fatigue. After slowly washing up, I spread out 𝘾𝙗𝙬's topographical map on my desk. Enter. My secretary is probably bringing me the midnight snacks. I'm used to this routine and don't look up. Oh? Amid the rustling, soft hands gently rest on my shoulders. And of course, I know who it is.
It's very late, Your Majesty. You should rest.
I'm sorry, wait, what? I thought that would be Sylus. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Soft hands gently rest on my shoulders and begin to slowly massage them. Begone, rat! Begone, you NPC! Disappear from my sight. These shoulders are for Sylus only. Wait. Ugh, why do I feel so violated? Oh gosh. MC, maybe you could say get out, please? State your purpose.
What are you talking about, Your Majesty?
Maybe another assassination attempt? Speak now, or else you won't leave this room alive.
Your Majesty,
After sputtering meaningless syllables, he finally stammers out a sentence.
I heard you wanted to annul your engagement with Sylus. I consider myself no worse than him, so I decided to recommend myself.
Oh my goodness. Gotta give it to him, he does have guts. I will always be appreciative of people who know how to promote themselves. Good job, but you're kind of gross. Please get out. Snapping out of my confusion that was caused by his bewildering words, I brush away his hands, cover the topographical map, and turn to him. In that case, enlighten me. What can you bring me by being my fiancé? Resources? Connections? I smile as I look at him from head to toe. Oh no, MC, you don't have to be so mean. You're not going to tell me it's your face, are you? Shit. I'm not sure if I misheard, but there's a familiar chuckle outside the window. Why is Sylus here? This is insane. There are guards everywhere.
It's just...
He wants to say something, but the laughter outside suddenly stops. A thread-like mist drifts into the room. Oh, I love this. I am eating this up. Let's go. The rest of the words are stuck in his throat. The low gurgle is like a cry for help. However, the owner of that power doesn't give him a chance to open his mouth. In the blink of an eye, the man's body, entangled in red mist, folds. I'm sorry, what? Did we just witness murder? In an extremely disheveled manner, he's thrown out of my room. Okay. He was... Okay, got it. Okay. Woo, that scared me a little bit. In his place stands someone whom I haven't seen for many days.
Despite the fact we've been apart for so long, your judgment and taste are still normal. That's something worth celebrating.
Don't make me get pissed at you, please. And you, I didn't think you'd throw caution to the wind. There are guards outside, yet you managed to not make too much of a commotion. Did you bring what I want? The magnetic field around the outer edge of 𝘾𝙗𝙧 can disable almost all systems. 𝙬𝙬𝙪𝙗𝙪 Oh, right. 𝙬𝙬𝙪𝙗 anti-radar interference isn't an exception. I asked Sylus to bring me a chip that could simulate the magnetic field's characteristics. He walks into my room, his gaze sweeping over the area where the nobleman had been several times. He fidgets with the ring on his finger. Is he getting jelly? Following Sylus's gaze, I look at my bare ring finger. I took the ring off before I washed up. Uh-oh! Oh, here we go!
Since when were you so careless, Your Majesty? If you're going to put on an act, you need to commit. That explains why a lowlife like him found an opportunity.
How are you so sure? Sylus, you're acting strange. He's acting jealous, that's what. He takes another step toward me, his fingers sliding along the edge of the table. The ring I had temporarily placed there falls into his palm.
Do you want to call off our engagement?
The unexpected question catches me off guard. I didn't expect Sylus to care. Just as I'm about to tell him the truth, I change my mind. Are you concerned? Are you concerned? Okay. I reach out to lift Sylus's chin. I smile as I expose him. I see. You're jealous. But what can I do? You have a terrible reputation. The union doesn't benefit me whatsoever. Silas's arm tightens around my lower back as he lifts me, takes a step, and pins me against the wall. Oh my! Okay.
Then let's take this chance to restate our terms again.
Oh?
No matter how voracious your appetite is, no matter how grand your ambitions are, I'm the only one who can satisfy you in the cosmos.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why I felt like I was holding my breath. You're acting strange. His kiss interrupts. Oh, okay. His familiar scent traps me between the wall and his embrace. It's a kabedon. Before I can even wipe away my teasing smile, he bites my lower lip, sharp like a punishment. The tingling sensation reaches deep into my throat. What? Whoa! Wait. I mean, I wasn't trying to save it or anything. The words passed by so quickly, and I just wanted to catch up. Yeah. It seemingly melts away the distance created by those days without his touch. It incinerates my accumulated frustration and restlessness.
Tell me you have no intention of calling off the engagement.
You care about this? That's childish. Unable to find a few seconds to breathe, I tilt my head back and let his trail of gentle kisses fall on my neck. He continues to go. Why? Oh, okay. He continues to go down. He catches my fingers as I run them through his hair. They're enveloped in warmth and moisture. He slips the ring into my finger once again. It now carries the warmth from his mouth? He pushes it to the base of... Oh! This is so lewd. Oh my god, this is so lewd. Wait, he... Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so hot. Oh shit. I would never imagine. Oh my goodness.
You can say my behavior has been unusual.
Oh, the way he like puts his hand on his like he was like savoring the taste. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait.
When we were apart, I missed you.
Oh.
Every single day.
I'm pretty sure you all did the same. My body feels weightless as Sylus carries me to soft bed. We fall together. Our legs. I'm sorry, what happened to our legs? Our legs and arms entangled. Of course that's what would happen. What else could happen? I take the initiative to close the distance between us this time. Oof. Why, yes, I would. I know. I feel the same way. I caress his chest, his chest. His rhythmic heartbeat tickles my palm like a feather. A rhythmless beat pounds against my ears. Sylus's embrace seemingly melts me into him and slowly consumes everything that I am, bit by bit. Oh. I knew that. I knew that. I was just checking. Soon the last trace of rationality is burned. The world around us fades. In what remains of our senses, there's only each other's breaths, touch, warmth, and scent. Mired in silken bedsheets, our consciousness drifts among the cosmos. Underneath the star's radiance, our bodies are intertwined. Okay. He's somewhat to my liking. Wait, I feel like I missed a lot of words there. What happened? It all passed by me like a blur. What the hell? Wait, what? I don't think about anything. Yeah, that's definitely what I experienced just now. I don't worry about anything. I only know that tonight, Sylus is acting slightly unusual tonight. He's somewhat to my liking. What a way to describe him after doing the dirty tango in the sheets, after the boom shakalaka. Oh god. I think I need a drink of my tea. 1 second. 1 second. Oh gosh, it's important to hydrate, guys. After a night of deep sleep, the sky curtain is working as usual. It simulates beautiful, tranquil morning light. Oh! Whoa! If I get to see this every morning, my eyesight healed, improved. Who needs LASIK eye surgery? The treatment to cure all ailments. This sight right now. Goddamn. I open my eyes and before me I see heaven. In my blurred vision, Sylus idly plays with my fingers. Ringed fingers are intertwined. Aww, that's so cute. The Empire's diamond and 𝙑𝙖𝙤𝙪𝙗𝙪 erythrostone glimmer brilliantly under the dawn. Waking up to his face? Now I understand why monarchs would skip out on attending court. That's exactly my sentiment, MC. Unable to resist taking a oh dear. Oh, wait. I got distracted by the nips. Wait. Unable to resist taking a few more admiring glances, I only move when I'm completely satisfied. So never, right? I slowly free myself from this embrace. The guards outside will change soon. You should leave while they do that.
You're kicking me out as soon as you wake up?
Not that I want to. Smiling, he gets up and gives me a chip while putting on his clothes. Just as I'm about to take it, his hand moves to the side.
If you want me to help you, you should at least tell me why.
Ever since I returned from 𝙑𝙬𝙪, I've been thinking that the Empire's defense system needs an up. MC! You guys just did the dirty together. Why are you lying? No, I feel so bad. This is coming out of my mouth. Bad MC. Bad MC. Ever since I returned from 𝙑𝙬𝙪, I've been thinking that the Empire's defense system needs an upgrade. The magnetic field around 𝙑𝙬𝙪 are natural forms of defense. They're worth studying. I lie with a straight face, sit up straight, and pull the chip from Sylus's fingers.
In that case, I should ask you for payment.
Oh? He takes his belt from the chair and loops it around me. Oh. I thought he was gonna do something else with the belt. A slight pull brings me to his side.
You need to leave with me when I see you next time.
We're going somewhere?
Answer my question first.
This is so sad. Not this. This is great. But I mean but I mean the way Sylus obviously knows she's lying, but he's still hoping and kind of poking you know, poking chances. Still trying to slip in a few exit paths for MC, hoping she'd take it and just, you know, leave with him, I guess. But the fact that he's still letting her do what she wants is... I feel like you can only do that because you're Sylus. He's so powerful and so witty. If it were anyone else, honestly, the feeling of betrayal would be so bad. Sylus never agreed to spare the Empire from conflict, and I never said I wouldn't take actions against 𝘾𝙗𝙖. Not to mention, I'm currently planning a campaign. Sylus is included in my calculations.
Let's make another deal, then. Should that happen, our relationship will return to what it was when we first met.
Outside, the sound of footsteps from two groups of guards meeting as they change shifts resounds.
So what's your answer?
Of course she doesn't like that. I don't like that. MC, you better say you don't like it. God damn it. I don't like this MC. Ugh. I agree. I'm afraid he and I will officially be standing on opposite sides the next time we meet. I know what this is, but at the same time, I am trying to be more aware that I am looking at Sylus with rose-colored lens. I have more affection towards him, but MC in this situation is different. She's very different compared to the AUs, which is interesting because in the AUs, each of the love interests are still them. You know, the core of their character is still very much there, but it's the environment that has changed MC. Yet all these stories that we've experienced so far proves that no matter how much the environment has molded and shaped MC to be either cruel, more calculative, more greedy, each of the 𝙬𝙗𝙪 will still bend to try and be with her or have her, either way. Yeah, that's definitely very otome core. It's so cool to see as a reader, but at the same time, MC is frustrating me. But not in a sense where I hate her. I still find her characters in each of these AUs very interesting. At least she's not boring. After parting ways with Sylus, I busy myself with the campaign's deployment and strategic discussions. 5 days pass in the blink of an eye. On the day of the campaign, I held a secret rally on the mothership before setting out. I gave a speech to those participating in this battle. You shall take part in a war that could overturn the cosmic order. You will become the authors of history. Like the mighty dragons from those legendary epics, you shall be the architects of a new order. After today, the cosmic empire will continue to prosper. Passing through the warp point and arriving at Lorne, the scene before my eyes was beyond my expectations. Dangerous red lights from the approaching fleet flash, and every one of Zinlai's private soldiers has guns and blades embedded with erythr stones at their waists. Even if he was allied with the former sovereign of 𝘾𝙗𝙖, it'd be impossible for him to obtain a weapon supply of this scale. Only one person could provide these erythr stone weapons. Sylus. The forces participating in the encirclement are only a quarter of the Imperial army. Faced with erythr stone weapons, victory is almost impossible for us. When did he learn of my plan and decide to turn the tables on me? You really are just like me. We're always merciless toward each other. So it's come to this. I know that if I were in Sylus's position, I would have made the same decision. Yet, anger still surges from my heart. MC. I curse his name again and again. When you learned of my plan, did you feel the same way? Well, look at that. She's reflecting. I practically slammed the comms button on the mothership's console. All spaceships can now hear my voice. All units, stay calm. You are to follow my orders. Get into a defense formation. Retreating is our priority. Oh, they're running away. Okay.
Your Majesty, 𝘾𝙗𝙬𝙪 sovereign is targeting you. You cannot fall into his hands. Please, come with me. I'll escort you back to the Empire.
Oh dear. A massive explosion echoes from the upper levels of the mothership. The hull violently shakes. Another laser pierces through the mothership. It's brutally torn in half. I grab the general and lunge. We narrowly escape disaster. Listen to me. Call for reinforcements.
What about you, Your Majesty?
I'm staying here. I will never let myself fall into Sylus's hands. However, I want to stay here. I'll be a witness to Sylus walking toward the future he desires. So complicated, these two. Oh! Okay, here we are. Okay. I can still hold on. Ooh, and here he comes.
Are you waiting for reinforcements or the chance to give up?
Look at a smug son of a... Sorry. Threaten. You're infiltrating the enemy mothership. Oh. Sorry. You're too arrogant. Okay. Really? She used that tiny blade to pierce him, sure. Oof. Gosh, the animation, the surroundings.
You owe me a life. Don't forget to repay me.
Shake him. I'm sorry, MC. Are you sure about this? Okay. Then let go of me. Don't think...
Are you afraid you'll be unable to pay me back?
Oh wow, he literally just flung her to the side, didn't he? Oh wow.
Now it's our turn to level the playing field.
Okay. Oh. This really feels like an action film. This is so cool. Woof. That was totally necessary. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so hot. I'm sorry. No, and he pet her. Look around, okay? Are those your people?
I'm here to rescue you, Your Majesty.
Okay.
I wonder if the Empress still wants my belated assistance.
I want it. I do. But why are we, like, grabbing him when she says that? So, obviously, she's saying, I want you. But I doubt you'll help me unconditionally. Ooh.
If you agree to stand by my side, my loyalty, my power,
Oof.
and everything else that's mine, it will all be yours.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Wow. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was... I had goosebumps. Of course, they'd make out in a situation like this. It's very much what they are, isn't it? I'm not surprised to say that they are super, super horny for each other. Okay. The coordinates Sylus entered into the spaceship are for the third planet in a solar system. Covered in yellow sand, it drifts in the cosmos. Through the porthole, my destroyed mothership gradually recedes into the distance along with that war, where the tide of battle had turned. All of it fades away. 𝙤𝙪𝙗's army is annihilated by Sylus, and 𝙾𝙗𝙬 has long since been captured. The victor is obvious.
I checked. Not a single person from your army died in Lorn. Do you feel relieved?
Very much. To me, if I were an empress and I cared for my people, this would be the most heart-wrenching in a way that I'd feel a lot of affection for him, you know? That he would care about that. A blade spins out between my fingers, and I point it at Sylus. Explain yourself, Mr. Fiancé. Sylus smiles and takes a step back. He taps a holographic display behind him, and a fuzzy recording immediately begins to play.
𝙤𝙪 is 𝙾𝙗𝙬's biggest supporter. Killing him was one of my objectives as well.
The former sovereign of 𝙑𝙗𝙪. He's no longer important. You can take him away. I can tell you everything. The galaxies he allied with, his hideouts. In exchange, I want to know the movements of the Cosmic Empire's current Empress. I want the Empire's throne and the head of the woman currently sitting on it. There's no conflict of interest between us. We can be friends.
Oh.
My army needs 𝙬𝙧stone weapons. With your assistance, defeating the Empire will be effortless.
Unease rises deep within me. I turn off the recording. You used my plans to make a deal with 𝙤𝙪. Sylus, I could have sworn I told you to let me know when you're going to use me as bait. I feel like MC doesn't exactly have any grounds to say this because I mean, she's so impulsive with her words, isn't she?
Pretend you're me for a few seconds. Would telling you about my plans allow you to profit from the conflict?
Thank you. I'm momentarily at a loss for words. The answer would most likely be no, but I keep that to myself. MC, so... When did you find out?
I knew from the beginning.
Obviously. He smiles, holds up 2 fingers, and waves them in front of my face.
I've been watching you. It's like how you planted informants in 𝙑𝙬𝙪.
Told you! I told you, MC! The spaceship glides past brilliant star clusters and destroyed asteroids. It gradually approaches a sandy yellow planet. That planet is called Earth. Whoa! It's said to be the birthplace of all dragon-related legends. He takes my hand and leads me toward the deck. We step onto the boundless yellow sand as if we've landed on the softest page of a legendary tale.
Humans left this planet behind for hundreds of years. It was alone in this corner of the cosmos. Until we arrived. Maybe we'll become legends on this planet tomorrow. Like dragons.
The Empire won't fall because of one defeat, but 𝙑𝙬𝙪's power continues to grow stronger with each passing day. A delicate balance was achieved between the Empire and 𝙑𝙬𝙪. The Empress and that sovereign maintained the relationship between the 2 galaxies through their political marriage alliance. When their interests align, they're partners with perfect rapport. When their interests conflicts, they become ruthless enemies who show each other no mercy. The entire cosmos holds its breath and waits for another clash between the Cosmic Empire and 𝙑𝙬𝙪. When that time comes, the universal order will shift. It is said that this is what Empress Sierra of the Cosmic Empire and Sylus, 𝙑𝙬𝙪's sovereign, hope will happen. 418 years later, they welcomed such a future. But that is a story for another time. Excerpt from The Never-Ending Cosmos. I am growing suspicious. I'm going to tell you very honestly right off the bat that I I can't really confidently say I fully understood the story. So most likely I'm going to have to read the story again whilst typing up like some of my feelings and then compile it into an overall thought. But of course, before that, we're gonna have to look at the other ending. And here we go. At least it was a lot faster to get to this point than the other stories, but okay. Back out of the engagement because I cannot imagine why she would want to stay, right? Oh gosh. His tempting words are like a fiend's offer. I re-examine all of my decisions up to this point once again. He's not wrong. I'm an empress. Why do I need a political marriage to achieve my goals? Are you implying it's unnecessary? Even if I were to walk out and announce that our engagement has been annulled, no one would question me. I pushed Sylus away and stepped back. My stance couldn't be any more obvious. Surprisingly, Sylus' smile doesn't disappear. It's as if he had already anticipated this. He steps aside and opens the door for me.
You may do as you please.
Okay. Oh, this feels so weird. Many years later, as the war in the 𝙑𝙪 galaxy drags on without reaching a conclusion, I often recall that distant afternoon when I annulled my engagement with Sylus. Did his smile mean I walked into the trap he had set? Was everything part of his plan? I'm not sure, but I believe that it must have been the case. In the cosmic year 649, Sierra Llewellyn, the 6th Empress, of the Cosmic Empire announced the annulment of her engagement with Sylus, the 2nd Sovereign of 𝘾𝙗𝙬. We can almost say with certainty that this was the beginning of the war between the Empire and 𝘾𝙗𝙬. Okay. The Empress and 𝘾𝙗𝙬's sovereigns spent their entire lives locked in opposition. With their passing, it's difficult to trace the original reason for the war. Fragmentary records suggest that even before their proposed marriage of convenience, Empress Sierra intended to annex 𝘾𝙗𝙬. Meanwhile, Sylus had plans to conquer the Cosmic Empire. The desire for conquest burned more intensely than romantic desire. From this perspective, who could say that they weren't perfectly matched arch-nemesis? Are they not schemers who used ambition to constrain fate itself? Sierra and Sylus, a century-old empire and emerging forces, a union that never reached a joyous fruition, and a war that never found a resolution. Excerpt from the Never-Ending Cosmos. Okay, I have to say, and I'm sorry if this upsets anyone, but personally, I have to say this card of Sylus is probably one of my least favorite cards of his. But not in a way where I don't like how he is written, but more like, I see what the story is trying to do, but maybe because of the time restrictions, it wasn't really able to make like a huge impact. I mean, his character, still there. MC's character makes sense because of her environment and presumed upbringing. But the pacing overall is poor, and it ends up making the two main characters feel maybe superficial. I don't know if that's the right word. Or shallow, I guess. Like, okay, let's look at Sylus's motives as a character, his ambitions. He wants to conquer the empire so he can make a new home for 𝘾𝙗𝙬. I don't really know if it's for the people of 𝘾𝙗𝙬 or if he just wants a new 𝘾𝙗𝙬. I'm honestly not sure. I mean, he understands his homeland is a ticking time bomb, but will not let that control how his ending is going to be, like he says. But I think it's because we don't really see his drive as a ruler to find a new home portrayed in the story at all. Like, what causes him to want it? And I know you could say like, oh, Scarlet, but that's his home. Of course he wants to find a new one. But it almost feels like he has no sentimental or emotional attachment to 𝘾𝙗𝙬. It's just presumed. Because remember, the succession to a ruler over there, it's through power. If you're the strongest, then you can be the new ruler. So it's a very rough and probably not so kind environment. Very similar to MC's environment. I can't really say he cares about his people as a whole. Like, logically, if you didn't care about them, then you could easily move all your assets and riches onto a ship, and you've seen his assets. Now, I don't mean the physical ones, but I mean, you know, his riches and everything. Like, he could just put everything in a ship and skedaddle out of there. I mean, it's possible, logically. If you had no attachment to the people, then you would have just done that. Instead, no, he wants to find a new home for 𝘾𝙗𝙧. So that would mean he wants to relocate his people, right? And I feel like if we could even get a glimpse into that, like his want to relocate his people as a ruler, aside from being the fittest in order to survive, I could find more appeal to the enemies in love with each other trope that this card was trying to portray as MC's and Sylus's relationship dynamic. Now, for MC, for once, well, I don't know, like, I guess I can actually understand MC's side as Empress a little bit more. I realize she is less paranoid here because she already went through her coronation. So her position is a little more solidified than the other MCs in the other cards. Instead, she is more calculative and opportunistic to solidify her position even more. Like Sylus, she wants more power in order to survive. But you can only get that idea on how precarious her situation is if you, if you squint hard enough. Like, you sort of have to rationalize it in your head using the tiny clues in the story. I will say, though, the fact that they showed Zinlai, the brother of the former emperor, scheming to get rid of MC did help a lot towards the end. But it's the fact that MC never really showed her suspicions about him until after thinking about who was trying to help 𝙑𝙑, the previous ruler of 𝘾𝙗𝙧. So it felt like she never considered him a danger until later. So her extreme need to conquer 𝘾𝙗𝙧 simply because it was a growing power and a power that she could use was something I can understand it, but I don't agree with it, you know? And it's probably because I'm not a ruler. I don't know. I mean, I read a bunch of novels that has court intrigue, and the wariness of a growing power is always there, especially one as neutral as 𝘾𝙗𝙧. But from what I can tell, and at least in the stories that I've read, it's always the greedy and power-hungry monarchs that try to crush them. In fact, I feel like MC being engaged to him seems to be the more logical and peaceful one. That would have been a much more better route for her to sort of get her hands on the resources that 𝘾𝙗𝙧 has to offer. Even better, since it seems like the ruler of 𝘾𝙗𝙧, Sylus, is kind of attracted to her. Like, I would understand why Sylus would prefer to take her out before he met her. But for MC, I figured because of her situation, I thought maybe it would be better that she would, like, unite with him instead. But I guess their strong desire for independence and have no one telling them what to do, as well as no challenging power around them, seems to be something that they want a lot more. Which is pretty much it. That's basically the story. They both wanted to conquer the other, but once they met and got to know each other, they were very much enchanted. They were super enamored with each other. But even then, they would still prefer to tiptoe around each other's plans to control the other and then bang it out once they can afford to do so. Like I see what the story is trying to do. I do. But I think it was just not written with enough emotional impact, like I mentioned before. Their attraction for each other is understandable, but it seems a little shallow. Even though the story is trying to tell you it's because they found kinship due to their similarities. But the writing was just kind of weak, that it was kind of disappointing. And yeah, like I said, there was no impact. Now, the reason why I feel like this is because Sylus has always been characterized as someone who would respect MC's choices, and it still looks that way in this card. But at the same time, he would never let her choices get in the way with what he wants, you know, because of his character being allocated with the keyword greed, right? He is greedy. He would always find a workaround as well as please her, which is one of the charming points of Sylus's character. Dragon Sylus admired MC's lust for freedom. Archfiend Sylus fell in love with how she made him feel wanted rather than just needed. But in this story, I don't know. I guess they wanted to show how Sylus fell in love with her lust for power and how she is similar to him, but it really just wasn't delivered well. Like, it just felt like a fact that had no effect on their decision making almost. Now, it's not like I actually hated the story or anything. Like, I did find Sylus's rescuing MC a very interesting one, because to me, it was more like Sylus set up this situation to make MC decide. Although he did give weapons to 𝙬𝙧 as a ruse in order to catch him in the act and allow them to eliminate the threats that the two of them are facing. Like, I get that. But it also felt like he did that in order to make MC realize in this struggle for power, Sylus is the only one that could get her out of it. That's basically it. He gave the enemies the weapons, and when MC made that realization that yes, they could win and the only thing she could do was escape, in that very moment, if he really wanted to, especially since he talked about how he wanted to conquer the Empire in order to create a new 𝘾𝙗𝙧, instead, he went in there to save her and even offered himself to her. Like, that sneakiness. He made the best situation in order to corner MC into realizing that he is honestly the best choice for her. That's how he made her realize. That's his greed right there, which I thought was really cool. But in the end, it was still MC's decision. But he knows for a fact that he presented his case so well that MC would not say no. That part was really cool. I love that part. That's why I thought they still managed to create Sylus's character very well. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble, oh my god. All in all, I can see what they were trying to do with this AU, and I agree that their relationship can be one where they are passionate against each other on the battlefield, and then passionate with each other behind closed doors. I can see that's what they were aiming for. But unfortunately, the writing was a bit weak to express it. I will say though, I do love the concept of 𝘾𝙗𝙧. The people of 𝘾𝙗𝙧 were resourceful. They used the one thing that's killing their planet as a source of power. And in the end, it made them richer. They even chose to live underground in order to keep farming something so dangerous, turning things around by making something deadly into something profitable. That aspect of the people of 𝘾𝙗𝙧 really suits, I feel, as an origin for Sylus's character in the story, and the idea how he won't let chaos dictate how he should move in his life. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I'm sorry if my thoughts disappoint you. I don't hate the card. Just remember that I don't hate the card. I just think this card was weak. But I will say that I'm happy seeing how the AUs are exploring how relationship dynamics can change in different settings without changing the core of the character. I think they did manage to do that at the very least. It's just everything else just wasn't delivered quite well, in my opinion. But yeah, of course, don't let my thoughts change how you feel about the cards. All that matters is this card was still enjoyable to read. Yes, I did say it's weak, but it wasn't boring. I still had fun reading it. It was also a color that I kind of needed for Sylus, so so I'm very happy about that. A Stalactrum, I mean. But yeah, I don't regret pulling for this card. I don't think I've ever regretted pulling for a card yet. So I still think it was a good read. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So yeah, that would bring me to the end of this video. And if you enjoyed it, do like and subscribe if you feel like it. And I hope you do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.